I'm gonna keep you occupied. But if they're bored.
Hey guys, Chris here with Gaddis Aquatics.
My name is Gracie.
Today we're going to take you through Fish Room Tour Part 3. And dare I say, this is the best part of the tour with my favorite tanks and my favorite fish. I'm working with some new editing software, so hopefully we'll get some better content coming out for y'all. Just check out what we got here and we'll go ahead and start it off. Here we have two 100-gallon longs. They're 5 foot by 18 inches wide by 20 inches deep. Both house a lot of cichlids. This one is primarily grow out. There are also a few brachiers in here, the saddled brachier to be exact. We've got green Texas, red terrors, Jack Dempsey's, Frederick Stolly. For decor we have the sunken ship, running 3 sponge filters on each of these. Both hooked into my central air system. These are hopefully going to be a couple of my future breeding groups. For plants in here, we have Java fern and Bulbitis. A few different types of Java fern. We've got the Wendelov, the Trident, and the regular, the white leaf. The big rocks in the back are petrified wood. This one is most of my breeding groups. Onto this one, we have 3 breeding pairs in here. A pair of Jack Dempsey, a pair of Frederick Stolly, and a pair of Salvini cichlid. Also in here are 3 African featherfin catfish. These are these guys swimming upside down here. For hardscape in here, we have Texas Holy Rock and some more of that cholla cactus I collected at a friend's ranch, as well as a couple pots and everything for them to lay their eggs in. For plants in here, we have Java fern. For plants in here, again, we have Java fern and Bulbitis. Running sand in this one with gravel mixed in. Both run this DIY lighting I made. The tops I run on most of my tanks are polycarbonate greenhouse paneling. Anything else you want to know about these ones, comment down below. On to the last tanks of the fish room. If you haven't noticed yet, we're here in our bedroom. Here we have our 100-gallon headboard tank. Down here we have a 60-gallon tall. We have 2 20-gallon longs here and 5 10-gallon grow out tanks. We'll start down here with the 60-gallon tall. Down here we have my big male convict, and we have a couple of red terror convict hybrids in there. They do pretty good. They just do their thing. I don't really mess with them, just feed them. In there for decor, we have some manzanita branches and just some rock that I picked up off of my mom's property. Next up, we have the 5 10-gallon tanks here. These are going to be used for grow out, for anything that lays eggs and get to hatch. Right now, for babies, all we have is some albino Corys. Those are up there in that top 20. They will be moving down to a 10 pretty soon. Right now, they're only 3 or 4 days old. This tank here is the parent Corys. We also have a powder blue gourami and a African clawed frog. Next up, we have my personal favorite tank here as our headboard tank. It's another 100-gallon long. It is 5 foot by 18 by 20. It's got pothos vines there in the back. Another one of my DIY lighting. It houses a silver Arowana, about 1 foot long at the moment. 3 albino channel catfish that are probably somewhere between 12 and 16 inches. A red terror male and female pair, and 2 iridescent sharks. For hardscape in there, we have a piece of cholla cactus, a piece of black walnut. I'm not 100% sure what type of rock that is, just something I picked up at a rock yard. What's the name of our Arowana, Gracie?
Arowana the giant.
What about the 3 channel catfish?
Dirty Mike and the boys. Hook him.
I know what you're thinking. We have lots of big fish that are going to get even bigger, and our tanks aren't really that huge at the moment. Well, I have something in store for you. We've got some big totes in the back, a 400-gallon and a 500-gallon. They'll be going into those this spring. And I've got two 8-foot by 30-inch sheet of half-inch thick glass that I'll be building two, probably around 1,000-gallon plywood tanks out of. So they've definitely got somewhere bigger to go. Again, if you want to know about the light builds, just let me know. Any questions about the tanks, the geckos, comment them down below. If you like what we're doing here, subscribe. And if you want to support us in any other way, check us out on Patreon. It's been Chris and Gracie here with Gaddis Aquatics saying, y'all have a good one.
If you stuck with us with this video, you get a sneak peek with the next video.